Hey guys, Justin Gundam here with another Gundam MSIA review. And today we're reviewing the GM ground type. Now, it's possible I reviewed this before, but I couldn't find it in my search results or in my videos. So, just to make sure, we're reviewing it again. Maybe I reviewed it and then never uploaded it. Sometimes that happens. GM ground type, one of my favorite MSIA. Definitely one of my favorites. Mostly because it's a really good figure. It comes with cool weapons, and it's cannon fodder. You know what I mean? If you got a ground battle happening, you need ground type GMs. I myself have numbers 1 through 9, and one that's a little bit battle scarred from a pyrotechnics accident from Gundam Father of Peace. Ha ha ha. That was a bad day. But I replaced that one, so it's all good. Ground type GM, just like the ground type Gundam, it has that tough look to it. It pretty much is the ground type Gundam, but you see that it has a regular backpack instead of, you know, the one for the backpack, the huge pack of weapons. Backpack does come off, but there's nothing really that goes in its place. I don't really know of many variants of the ground type GM. I did make a ground type GM Marine, which was a custom of mine. So check out that review sometime. But let's go over the articulation first. Articulation is pretty good. Nothing really falls off this figure, which is nice. Though the shoulders cannot do a 360. The arms can, but the shoulders have trouble doing it. So what people usually lose is the shoulders, and I am still researching and developing a way to improve that. And I will one of these days. Maybe today, I don't know. The ammo clips, just like the ground type Gundam, so those come off, and they're swappable with the machine gun. I know I'm slightly getting into the weapons, but it was part of the articulation of the figure. Hands turn 360 degrees. Elbow joint has a little bit of backwards movement. Arms turn 360 degrees. Shoulders turn 360 degrees. Shoulders fall off. The head can turn 360 degrees. Look up and down. It's on a ball joint. The waist does not turn 360 degrees. That's the range of the waist because it gets stuck on this. Legs go that far back, that far forwards. Good range for the forwards. Knee has good range as well, including some forwards motion. Foot's on a ball joint, and this cover here moves just slightly. Covers the articulation. Let's get to the weapons. Yes. This is a weapon you see one of the Gundams with in 08MS team, but it doesn't come with any of them. It only comes with the ground type GM. Very cool weapon. Something I should note that it tends to be this one right here. It always seems to be that one. Maybe it's not, but one of these usually ends up falling off. Like the glue that holds it together just wears out or something. One falls off, you just add a dab of glue to the two parts that connect, stick it back on. Real easy. But that's something I've noticed with the ground type GM. Also, these handles. No, I did have one of those handles break on me once, but only one ever. It was probably just worn out. But they don't remove, so. But you can see that really awesome missile launcher. Very cool weapon. Fun weapon to play with in Gundam versus Federation versus Zeon. This is the side handle to the machine gun. Machine gun's pretty fun. Complex weapon if you consider it as a toy. You know, it has this hilt here for stabilization, has a side handle. The clip is removable, so you can make cool poses like this. The part that most people lose is that side handle, so if you're a perfectionist, do yourself a favor and glue that in. It's not like you're going to be taking it apart to stick it in the ground type backpack, because this guy doesn't have a backpack. The shield, very cool. It can either go like this on the arm for a lower down shield, or it can go like this. Also, the shield can turn They're numbered 1 through 9, 01, 02, yada yada yada, all the way through 09. Also, something I learned from Astro GM and his numerous other aliases in name, that you can modify your shield of a regular GM to fit. It's not the best fit, but it can fit, which makes them more like the ground type GMs in MS Igloo number 2. Very cool. Might be certain ones fit better than others. Beam rifle. It's kind of a lighter gray than the Gundams. Very cool. Has a gun hand in the right and just a regular hand in the left. I love that beam rifle. I do. Beam rifle breaks down if you were going to store it, because it's pretty much an exact mold of ground type Gundam. Comes with 2 tan-handled beam sabers, so can make some cool poses. I love it as a mass production unit. I like it better than the GM version 1. I just do. It looks tougher. And that concludes the weapons for the ground type GM. And then there's this extra that came with it. A Type 61 tank. The turret moves, has little antennas, has its guns that tend to get bent, but you could straighten that with hot water. The top turret turns. You know, it's got some good detail for a toy of its size. These were a mainstay of the Federation forces, the Type 61 tanks. Sometimes when I sell these in my store, I actually keep the Type 61 tanks. Sometimes I sell them with, because I need lots of these for episode 2 of Gundam Father of Peace, which will be at Odessa. And it'll be a while till part 2 is made, but I'm trying to stock up while I can. Because, you know, the Federation didn't have a lot of mobile suits in the Battle of Odessa. The reason they won was because they swarmed Odessa with everything they did have, which was a lot of Type 61 tanks. If you can find a ground type GM, buy it. Very hard to find figure, like most of the army builders. This is one of the best Federation GM MSIA that they made. I prefer it over the GM version 1, and good figure. Just really good, lots of cool weapons, lots of cool accessories, and great army builder. Just so you guys can see, I will show you my own ground type GM collection. So you can see I have a bunch of them. I think that's number 9 back there, yep. And there's number 7, number 4, number 3. There's a shield down here. Number 2, number 5, number 1, number 8. I have them all. 1 through 9. I have 3 squads of ground type GMs. And no, these ones aren't for trade. I'm definitely keeping my 1 through 9. They're like family. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review of the ground type GM. And if there's other Gundams you'd like to see me review, this is just a portion of my collection, mostly my UC collection. Huge Gundam Wing collection as well. And always got cool customs as well. Anyways, make sure to leave me some comments, and check out our store, Gundams R Us, your favorite arms dealer, where you can find awesome Gundams like this for army building, or just completing your collection, or even starting your collection. Sorry, I just realized my camera is on super macro, so you're actually having trouble seeing all of these. Anyways, guys, catch you later.